where those dreams are made, the trophies is our game. The TLC Outfitters is our name.
Hey y'all, Matt here with TLC Outfitters, taking you on another little whitetail hunt preparation video. If you remember a couple weeks ago, you probably seen Trinity and I and my wife putting together Kimber's new Outhouse deer blind. And Kimber's my great niece, and she loves hunting with Uncle Bubba. So we got this new blind put together a couple weeks ago. We're the name of the stand's gonna be Kimber's Outhouse. So if you've seen that part of the video, now here I am. We're in the process of getting this thing relocated from the house where we actually assembled everything to get it transported and in place out in the deer woods. But I'm gonna turn the camera around here. There's Kimber's Outhouse. I bet you can't figure out why we called it that, but got it sitting on an 8-foot by 8-foot platform. It's a nice Pentagon hard plastic with fold down tinted windows, and we got us a little jungle. So this is probably going to prove to be a little taxing, a little difficult. Maybe a little more than we really meant to bite off at one time. But if you can see behind me here through that dirty cab window, we're going to go down a pretty narrow path. I've trimmed some limbs, but down that path through a big bottom, across the creek, and up on the other hillside. So y'all stay with us, and we'll show you what this looks like when we get it in place. But that's Kimber's new outhouse, transporting to put that baby in a deer killing spot. Y'all stay with us. All right, y'all, I'm down here in this bottom I was mentioning earlier. Made it through that nice narrow trail coming down that hill. But I'm by myself, so I'm trying to video this. I didn't want a video coming down that trail because it is kind of sketchy. But especially carrying this new blind, I didn't want to catch it on a tree or something, tear something up. So, but hey, listen, this is that bottom I'm talking about, and this bottom has always had real poor soil in it, and we pushed out a bunch of cedar trees and things like that. And you know, really just tried to create a little bit better habitat than just eastern red cedar thicket. So what we've got here, and actually this bottom is where Kimber has killed her first 2 bucks at her young age, and so this is why we're going to call this Kimber's Outhouse. Is 1, it looks like an outhouse, but 2, this is Kimber's spot. So I just want you to look here. You know, this field, you can see this is not a manicured food plot. And I'll be honest with you, manicured food plot may not be what you're looking for. You know, we got a lot of weeds in here, and a lot of different species that are coming up. But you know, one thing I want you to show you here is just take a look at how much clover we got growing down in here. That clover is what them deer and turkey poults and everything are loving down there. I mean, rabbits, you name it, it eats clover. That's just the way it is. And you can see how much undergrowth of clover we've got growing in these spots that look like weed fields. Okay? But I'll be honest with you, leaving these weeds shoulder height to the deer really makes them feel secure down here. Like I said, we got a lot of tonnage of clover. Obviously, here we are, this is middle of July, And those deer have got plenty of things to eat native browse wise, but we throw this clover in here. That clover will help fix the nitrogen levels in this soil, and over a few years of time, man, this could really make some good, beautiful food plots. But right now, you know, last fall I put in some turnips and things like that, and that broke the soil up a little bit. I come back this spring and frost seeded all this clover in here, and I really just kind of let it do its thing, you know, let it be fallow. And all the way up that hillside underneath of that big sycamore tree is where we're going with this blind. But every bit of this, this is kind of a long, narrow food plot along a creek bottom, and all this back through here and all the way up to where that stand's going to be has got that thick clover. And I'll tell you, we've been seeing a lot of deer and a lot of turkey in here. So don't get frustrated if your food plots don't come out looking manicured like the Lukowskis on TV or something like that. But just know that if you're making an effort, you're going to see the differences, and you're going to see the payoff. So stick with us. I wanted to step out of the tractor and just kind of show you what we got here. You can see this is some of that rape that we had last year, reseeding itself a little bit, coming back up. But look at this. Look at all these clovers nipped off here. That's what them deer's after right now this time of year, for sure. Clover's hard to beat as a food plot. And I want you to look right here at what we've got. Look at that. Good, beautiful clover heads. And like I said, just everywhere you look, just picked off. You see all those stems where they've picked that top off, and that will actually come back and regrow, and this will just keep producing and keep producing. It was a little harder to see all this clover from the tractor, so I stepped off. I just wanted everybody to see. I mean, look at this. Look at that. A lot of action going on down here. And like I said, all the way up that hillside where that big sycamore is, between that sycamore and that swamp chestnut right there. That's where we'll be waiting on them. Y'all stick with us. I'm telling you, we might not know it all, we might not do it all right, but we sure love this game of being out here. We sure love the fact that God's given us this opportunity, and you gotta love it. If all you're doing's sitting out there for 2 weekends of gun season and you're not enjoying the rest of the year, you're missing out on something, I'm telling you. Hang in there with us, folks. We're going to show you a finished product on this new blind. Big enough even cover the tractor up, but you can see we got a stand right there. Bow hunt out of that a little bit. It's what we got, folks. Not manicured, but definitely worth the effort. Hey folks, Matt here again. We come back this morning working on getting that new Kimber's outhouse blind put up. You can see it there behind me. Like that right there. You can kind of see how steep of a hill that we're dealing with here. So what I'm doing is, here's the area that this is going to tuck back into. So there's that big sycamore I alluded to on the last part of the video. And there's that big swamp chestnut oak there. And we're on this hillside. So what we've got to do is get this front of this platform propped up so that we got a nice level place to sit. So I'm gonna set a post here in the front corner, a post right over here in the front corner, and put my post in there, and then the back of the platform will just set level on the ground there. And so what we'll basically do is create this little triangle for that platform to set on, and that way we got a nice level surface. But right now, like I said, big trees, poor soil, lots of rocks, and you see those are the nemesis of every farmer ever known to man right there. So we're going to fight down through there till we can get 2 holes dug in the front through the rocks and the roots, and hopefully get this thing leveled up, set in place. Coming into the back, sneaking through this cedar thicket, into the back of Kimber's new outhouse behind. I want you to look down here in this bottom wall. I had to use Jill's help quite a bit today to help me get this platform leveled up. Right here, boy. It's gonna be the spot. This is gonna be the spot. Boom. Look at this. Out the front window. Person sitting on this side can see that bottom out the side window. Person on this side can see the bottom. Can see over here to the left a little bit. Keep the door and the back window shut, tinted windows. Keep that back window shut. And we should be concealed up, like I said, all tinted windows. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get me one of those stick-on lights. Have right here. Come in here early in the morning, get in, shut everything up, flip a switch. You'll have light in here to get your stuff settled in. That way you're not beating and clanging around. But I'm telling you folks, this is gonna be a good spot this year. Plan on getting some good videos out of here. So who knows? Maybe Kimber's third buck will come out of this sot. Y'all stick with us. We're doing what we do, and we're hoping that you enjoy it with us.
is our